tech of the body, the DNA structure.
Mm-hmm.
The DNA is made up of amino acids in a crystalline form. In computer technology, we use crystals to store data and to transfer information.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The emotional body of the human is just a navigation system.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So imagine you going somewhere, your dash light come on to change oil, and you get stuck on that idea that you need to change your oil and drive off a cliff because you caught up in the light coming on for the oil. This is what we do with our emotions when we don't have any emotional stability.
Whew, shit, right? Okay.
So the first thing that you're supposed to ask yourself when you feel an emotion is it in context?
Mm-hmm. What you mean?
Right.
You mean? Hold up.
So sometimes you'll be angry at somebody, but anger is the wrong emotion. It's out of context. Right. So once you find out it's in context, then you know the universe is triggering you to make a move to do something.
Okay.
Now you have to determine what kind of emotion it is. Because like if the universe telling you to go to war, you're going to feel anger, rage, and the desire to act on it. If the universe is telling you to find peace, you're going to look for somewhere to harmonize and ground out with nature.
Right.
Right. But it's going to tell you through a system of communication that we call emotional influence. No matter what the fuck we might think about our body, we ain't here. We some the fuck where else. Now, where we at? I got my suspicions.
Yeah.
Because when I do the analysis of the Dark Knight satellite trajectory in the moon trajectory, it tell me there's a projector playing somewhere in a holographic format, right? And then when I study epigenetics, it tell me that wherever the fuck we at, we being projected into the body, the meat suit, the Earth rover, right? So if we hold light beings and we need to travel in the 3D world, we'll be walking through walls if we don't have a body. So we need a rover, just like you need that rover to go get data on Mars. We need a rover on Earth to collect data, right? And they all specialize in something different. The data collecting rovers, we call them scientists. The spirit collecting rovers that collect spiritual data, we call them priests, gurus, sorcerers, etc. But everything that we be doing is to maintenance and care for the rover, right? Scientists already say that the body is the only machine that is literally designed to never fail, yet why does it fail? It's the same reason your engine is designed to go 100,000 miles, but don't put the oil in there when you're supposed to. Or put antifreeze in your oil. It's not going to work right. This is our cultural influence of diet and toxic diet specifically. Right. They had a Senate Judiciary Committee back in the 30s, like 31, 32. And they declared that there was no nutritional value in the common farmland that they use because they don't use all of the farmland.
Right.
And that they said back then that in the future, if they don't do something to remedy the lack of nutrition in the soil, that the farmland would be producing food that has no nutritional value. Right. So how is the Earth rover going to function in its optimum capacity? Right. So when you read about in Egypt, the couscous and the ormus monoatomic substance, right? The monoatomic substance have a side effect of causing you to run at the most energy efficient potentiality possible for the body. Right. Your whole light body at that point can disassemble the molecular structure of the physical body in Chicago, and your mind can project it to Bangladesh, and you can reassemble those molecules.
Shit.
But you can't do that when they keep in your body toxic.
Right. You talking about the monatomic gold, right?
Well, it's a combination of several monoatomic trace metals they call platinum group metals.
Okay.
Right. So these platinum group metals turns the body into a superconducting machine. Once it's conducting as a superconductor, it's not losing energy, what we call entropy. It's not experiencing entropy. At that point, every system in the body is running at peak performance. I be telling people all the time, people be telling me I need to be a vegan. We used to didn't even eat food. What are you talking about? We used to eat monoatomic substance with a cup of water, and now we eat a whole meal. What happened? Right? But it's the Earth rover. It's the maintenance of the machine. Projecting epigenetics tell you how you receive the data, but it doesn't tell you how you tune into your station. Your station is when all of your cells are operating, it produces its own receiver bandwidth like a radio. And then wherever you at, projecting into the physical form, you operating this motherfucker from there.
Right.
The problem is once you take on the physical form, you experience a type of memory loss.
Amnesia, huh? That amnesia.
Yes. And now you got to remember, that's why you got to be born as a baby rover first. The baby rover's only job is to acquire data to function within the society around it. That's it. For the first 8 years, that's all you're doing. 7 years, all you're doing is collecting data.
It's in theta mode. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And there go your 8 for Tahuti, by the way. When I backed up to the 7. I was talking Brother Koch. he know Tahuti number used to be 8. Because that's
right.
Tahuti number 8.
Oh yeah,
that's his favorite number. But that's because his consort is the representation of the number 8. To interject one thing for you, Brother Rich.
Go ahead, Rob.
Brother Carson mentioned that word, the matrix.
Yes, sir.
What's on the inside of mitochondrial, Brother Carson?
Inside of the mitochondria? The inside of the mitochondria is the matrix.
Okay. We can go on from there. I just wanted to make sure we didn't leave Big Mama out of the equation.
He had to say that. You know, Rod, I knew that was coming. I knew Rod had to say that. I'm loving this show. Oh, my God. Yo,
Look,
before